Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. You know business, me not care if them screw face, wow. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me not care if them now are ready. They hear me fun too much, too much, whoa. Them not like me not like them not rate me. Me and them no friend, me don't see you care the whole of them are eating. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you know? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you know? Talk the things, me comfy talk the
well,
thing.
what a brand new day, but I like do road and see if I could link one of me brethren them back. I had done this the weekend. I see if I could link my dog. We're going on broski, we're going on germs, everything good. You right there, so you know it's Friday and you don't know we ready for party, dog. Yeah, so you don't know we got hit a club tonight. Yeah, bro, you don't know we got party, but if we're going on germs, it's something I want to tell you long. Remember, as a brethren, it's gotta be real to your brethren them. Them spot on your face, bro, you gotta do something about them thing, buddy, on a real life level, bro. You know, we don't admire man and them thing, but you're my G, you understand? But I like you understand, I trying for get a cream or get something for sort out this thing, my G, and me finding nothing. Germs, here we're going on. You know it's your dog. I got a solution. You ever hear about the skincare solution for all ages? What skincare solution for all ages you're talking about, man? Yeah, germs. I got a sister named Shelly Campbell. She got a skincare for all ages. It's the #1 direct selling skincare company in the world, bro. I'm using it. Bro, you don't tell me nothing all the time. By germs, I trying to let you know what's going on, like you don't dep or nothing, dog. So here we're going on. Collect this number and call the woman, buddy. Where's the number, bro? The number is 917-602-8456. Or you could follow her up on IG at MK_Shelly3. Yeah, telling you? 917-602-8456. Germs, why you gonna call this woman and get your package, bro? Yo, again, and do the now. No more land. We cancel this party tonight. Come in there in them thing, but I want this thing go away. You understand? So again, I call Shelly. No.
Mind your business, make money.
Oh, not again, man. Not again. Chaja, I got to get this engine fixed. Oh, shucks. Hey, like call me, bro. Hey, what going on there? What going on, germs? Hey, days, dog. Right now, me head hot to me, bro. Me engine ain't starting. Where me engine ain't starting? Not the other day you fix your engine. But I mean, nobody's man ain't do a good work or what, right? I want to know what part I could get me engine fixed, bro. Alright, don't say 40. I got to help you out, because you know you're my brother. Excitement. Hey, what going on? It's all about E151 General Auto Repair Inc., bro. These man, them specialize in everything when it comes to your car. Your engine, your wheel, you know what I mean? Your carburetor. Whatever it is, bro, these man is the man, them gonna fix your vehicle. Alright, well, like no part these people them there, man. These people are located at 5731 Cooper Avenue, yeah, Glendale, Queens. You understand? You could contact them on 347-844-9333 or 347-357-8723 or 646-972-8828. It is enough number. Well, all three them number, you must get onto them, man. Well, never going to me wasting no more time about it. I gonna deal with this engine now. Alright, do your thing, germs. You don't know. It's all about E151 General Auto Repair Inc. Best auto mechanic them. Definitely, guys. You understand? Alright.
Me darker than midnight. Me darker than cool.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaichor Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes, guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthew's 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year.
I miss a morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I say morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. How you doing this wonderful morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you wake up on the right side, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you call upon the Lord this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you chase the devil away, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you show your brother love this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you show your sister love this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. I say morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I say morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. We in the building, man. You know what it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to each and everyone out there in YouTube world, Facebook world, Twitch world, and the Kick. Remember, we're streaming on 4 different platforms. Definitely the blue and white app, that's Facebook. The green and black app, that's Kick. The purple and white app, that's Twitch. And the red and white app, that's YouTube. Definitely, I don't know it goes already. So big up everybody in the building. Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing fine. Hope you guys okay. Welcome back to the show. Today definitely is going to be a beautiful show. And I hope you guys are ready. You see it? So big up one, big up all, big up everybody that tuning in for the ones and threes. Please, as you guys forward, give the video a thumbs up. As you guys check in, give the video a thumbs up. Like we always ask you to do. Do not play around with the thumbs up. The more you guys like up the live, the more the live reaches out to more persons. And we could have a blessed and wonderful and lovely show. What's wrong with you guys? You know we're doing it wrong here, sir. You understand? So big up to everybody that definitely tune in for the ones and threes. Threes and fours, like I said, man. It's Thursday, definitely the 19th of March. Shout out to all the pieces. I don't know how up to what date really the pieces thing is rule. You know what I mean? Like how I know me Gemini, 21st or 21st. I don't know up to where then pieces cut off. So I just want to say big up to all pieces. Big up to you guys. Big up to everybody that tune in for the ones and threes and fours. I like said, welcome back to the show, man. You know it goes already. One day away from the weekend. As you guys see the title, definitely you know what we did on today. We got a man seeking justice for his wife. We got Big Smith speak out about the whole big truck and the car situation. I don't know if y'all can remember. The other day we showed a car and a minibus was in the middle of the road. Looked like it was a road rage. And then they had a big truck behind the cars and the car and the bus honking it hard. And it was a big scene online. So we see whereby Big Smith from Big Smith News Watch, he was the individual that was in the car. And basically what he said is that the truck, the minibus driver, he was driving at a very fast rate, whereby he feel lives would have been taken. So he intercept in order to slow the bus down or to bring the driver to a better conscience to letting him know that, oh, yo, foolishness they're doing on the road. You know, because he fly past We got that for you definitely Also, we got Barbados Prime Minister drop a wicked piece of speech against the US, letting Donald Trump know that, oh, yo, we don't need you. We don't need your visa. You understand? You visa scene is joke to we there upon with the Cuban doctors. So you know we're gonna have a discussion with Dob because hey, I'm telling you. And we got definitely we got a couple of more things we're gonna try touch pun, spin pun, fly tune, skip chew, drum chew. You don't always do it. Choo choo choo. Ooh. But nevertheless, man, like over the live, like I said, drop those donations in the Cash App or the Zelle that's provided at the bottom of the screen, or you could definitely tap on the bullseye. We need 5 super chat donation. Today definitely is going to be a 2-hour show. Like I told you guys, it will not be no more 3-hour show. We definitely going to narrow it down to 2 hours, so we're going up to that 10:30 hour. Definitely quick and fast, and we're getting into things. Once again, please know that if you go over your 2-minute call, I will end the call. So I'm asking you guys if you're going to be calling in. It's good for put your thing on speaker, whilst you could watch the time, or as you got it to your ears, you keep watching at the time. Because we will not be allowing no call to go over 2 o'clock. Not 2 o'clock, 2 minutes. Yeah, you might go over 2 minutes, but once you meet 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 15 seconds, 16 seconds, and you're still talking, that's what we're going to be doing it today. All right, so you don't know the thing already. Like I said, guys, join the membership. Shout out to all those persons. Because I got a lot of person who is a member of this channel, and I'll know I don't see them every day. Then sometimes they just pop in, pop out. So I want to big up to everybody who is a member. Because I think we got over 50 members on this channel so far, and that's wonderful. Look out for level 2. Definitely going to be drawing near. Yeah, level 2 will be drawing near. Jason, what's going on? I miss you, boy. Long time I see you. Yeah, this is said I miss a couple days. Gotta shout out to Royalty, man. Thank you for the $20 super chat donation. Yeah, man, morning kickoff sweet already. This is what we're talking about. The morning kickoff sweets. Like I told you, man, you know it goes already. It's gonna be 2-hour show, quick and fast. You know, we're doing it already. Big up to everybody in the building. Samuel, big up yourself. Floyd, big up yourself. You understand? Everybody we're opening. Big up Gracie, sing. Big up yourself. Miss Parkinson, big up yourself. Lexi, Jesus love. Whoa! Shout out to Miss Lexi dropping that $50 super chat donation. Lexi, you are the sponsor of the show today. What a ass. Are you come for me today? No, sir. Shout out to Lexi, man. Thank you for that super chat, $50 super chat donation. So we up 2 to 5. 2 out of 5. So we basically left this thing to 10. Yeah, I got crazy. I love it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I love it. So definitely, big up to everybody that is in the building. Please like up the live, like I told you guys. Like the live up. Drop those donations. You know the code. You know what's going on. All right? Peace and love to all of my subscribers, whether you're male or female. You know how the code go already, guys. It's simple. Tap the arrow that is on your device and send on. But nevertheless, guys, it's a beautiful day. We like how the day start already. We like how the day done kick off. So, you know what I mean? We're definitely going to kick off the show. Definitely quick and fast. Fast and quick. You know what I mean? So please like up the live for me. Okay? Okay. All right, hold on there, people. Every blood fire this. Something I'm looking for and I'll find it. Okay. Right. That's why I started like this here somehow, I don't know. Then we got into we show, you know?
Got it. All right, cool. I should miss. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Can't tell you how much I need you. Come on, me free. Them sister me from the sidelines, it now look like anything.
up and I move forward. Tell them don't worry about me, 'cause every one of my steps are ordered. I may say, if you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence I need, so I won't fail again. If you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence I need. Me don't lose track of the amount of times me fall down. I'm not as good as people think I am. And to be honest, my strength is all done. Only a few will understand. But on this rocky road you never left me, God. And now I'm close to the promised land. And just so you know, I'm not crossing over if you are not holding my hand. Oh, 'cause I'm smart enough to know that I'm nothing without you, Lord. Sometimes I get distracted by your promises, 'cause over there, the milk and the honey look good, and I'll be living the way I should. But even if me had 10 cars, 6 house and millions in the bank, there'll be something missing. So I sing, if you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence I need, and I won't fear. No, if you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence I need. Oh, many are the plans of a man's heart. He knows not what tomorrow brings, but sure are the plans of the Lord. So I will trust you in everything. Hold me up and move without your Lord. You know the end from the beginning. Trust your voice and you will always keep me winning. There's no way the promised land will feel fulfilling if you're not there with me. Oh, if you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence I need, and I won't fear again. If you're not moving with me, I am staying right here. It's your presence I need.
What I know, no matter how the light look bright on the other side. If I say you the Lord, me the by your side. In the secret place of your tabernacle, me your hide. If me feel live without your Lord, me woulda rather die. Me say me nah move, in your presence me want groove. Hold on and me nah lose. Only the things of the Lord that me want do. So right I know, me the on a mission like Tom Cruise.
Jesus, if you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence I need, so I won't fail again. If you're not going with me, I'm not moving from here. It's your presence, it's your presence. If you're not going, Sammy's not going. If you're not moving, Sammy's not moving. If you're not going, Sammy's not going. Your presence I need. Oh, if you're not going, Sammy's not going. If you're not moving, I'm not moving. If you're not going, I'm staying right here. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, my God, for move forward, Lord. Make sure my steps are ordered. Sammy, I'll for move forward, oh Lord. Make sure my steps are ordered. Oh, yeah. Make sure my steps are ordered.
Make sure my steps are ordered, Almighty God, because you don't know the thing goes. You know what I mean? Many as the man heart don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. But sure are the plans of the Lord. So I would trust him in everything. Yeah, man. That's what we're talking about. You know we got for break. Should we say open the show up on some godly level. Because some crazy things been happening over here. So we got, wash away and get the hands from around this show. With all folly and foolishness, whoever trying to come around this show with foolishness and trying to bring down the show, move, I ask Almighty Father. Get them away. Move them. Let them stumble and fall upon them face. Is that, man? Yes, that's what we're talking about. So good morning, everybody. Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing fine. Definitely going to jump into our topics that we got for you this morning, because today is going to be a crazy day. You know what I mean? I want you guys to definitely dissect in every piece of topic that we are definitely going to be bringing to you guys. You understand? All right. All right. So big up everybody in the building. Make we kick off the show with this female here. I ain't get to hear out the video, but I got the video this morning while I was preparing things, and I heard a piece it, and I stopped. I say, you know something? Yes, my love? What do you want? Okay. Yeah, it's right, man. So I want to start off with this video here with this young lady. Looked like she went through some serious a serious situation because she said she saw a video and it motivated her to come forward and speak her story. So let me just hear what went down, because remember, this is how we can kick it off. It's a 20-minute video. We're gonna run into it, like I said, it's 2 hours. So nothing wrong if a 20-minute out to the 2 hour. Then we're gonna touch down upon the man that I'm looking justice for his wife. Then we got, you don't know, Prime Minister. Then we still got Big Smith. So we cut a couple minutes. We're not gonna run the whole 20 minutes, but we're gonna dissect what we could dissect. So shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all get your earpiece, y'all get wherever y'all get, y'all there, who they in bed, who they walk, wherever y'all they doing. Y'all done. We kicking it off now, alright? Love you guys, man. Let's go.
Hi guys. My name is Brandy Marks. And my friend saw a story today and she tagged me in it, and it motivates me to Sean, go and sit down. It motivates me to come out and share my experience and what I am going through. Well, most of you are a bit scared, and I'm a bit ashamed about it, because I don't know what to do, where to go and where to turn, who to talk to. Last year, November. Go in bed. Last year, November, I take in to get baby. Well, on the 13th of November, I was sitting home and I realized I was getting pain and so on. And my baby wasn't moving much, and the doctor told me that when I used to go to clinic and so on, the doctor keep telling me if you find your baby's not moving like now, before you could go to the hospital. This is the medic. And on the 13th, I realized I was getting this pain. Like 2 times in between the day I feel like I getting this pain, and I called my child for the night because I went to bed and I realized that I feel like uncomfortable, and I was worried because the doctor keep telling me that if your baby is up moving, you could go to the hospital because I'm a sickle cell. So I end up go to the hospital. I call my child father and he take me to the hospital, and doctor said, man, nothing happened to your baby. Baby hard. They check me and everything. She said, man, you just get an infection. She said, your mid-time you forget baby. She said, you're only 36 weeks and 6 days. She said, anytime you jump 37 weeks, or she said, one more day, this baby could come. So she gave me some tablet for the infection, and I went home. But she said, if anytime after this the water bag born, you could come back. Anyway, I went home the next day, the same pain. The night I like down 10 something, in my sleep I feel this thing washing away, and when I get up and I turn on the light, my water bag burst. End up calling my child father, and he take me to the hospital. end up going to the hospital. They checked me and everything. I was having contraction every 5 minutes apart. And everything was normal. The next day, this on the 15th, I went at Best the Moa Regional Hospital. And I wake up the morning, I still getting contraction and so on, I still getting pain and so on. They didn't check me for the whole day. About 5 something the afternoon, they sent me down to do ultrasound. Me and a couple others. When I went to do the ultrasound and I come back with the doctor, said, come let's check you, see if you're dilating. Anyway, when the doctor checked me, I wasn't dilating, but I was getting contraction and pain. She said, alright. She said, I checked the ultrasound and the card was wrapped around the baby neck. Anyway, I call my child father and I tell you, and he come and he collect my phone and every other stuff. And they dressed me to go down to the theater. Anyway, I went down to the theater and I was the last person to get C-section, to get cut. Anyway, they asked me a couple questions and so, and I end up going to the theater, and I think they poured me 2 times in my back. I can't remember. Anyway, and the doctor was rubbing something on me. She said, you feeling? She was waiting till the medication to work in, to numb me halfway. So, anyway, she checked 5 minutes. She said, this thing's supposed to work in. Anyway.
Whatever you're doing, like up the live, guys. Like the live up. This is crazy with the someone. What kind of doctors is these? Let me see. Let me continue.
She ended up cutting me. And all I remember telling she, I said, doctor, I feeling everything. I said, feeling when you cut me. I said, feeling when you take this baby out of me. When she take out my son, I feel this pull, like something depart from me. And I said, doctor, feeling. She said, man, don't worry, your pain tolerance too high. Anyway, they got through the floor. My baby born at 6:31. And when I come out the theater, I was recovering fast. That was around 6 something, 7 something. That was near time to hand over. Anyway, the handover happened. That was 7 o'clock handover is usually happen. I said, doctor, I could move my foot and so on. This nurse will take over the night at 7 o'clock. And she said, alright, I said, progressing early as the others. I'm going to clean you and then I'm going to lay you go upstairs. Anyway, she said 5 minutes. Anyway, the 5 minutes up and she come and she said, I'm going to clean you. I said, alright. When this doctor take off, pull the pampers, I feel something came out of me. I said, nurse, who come out to me? I feel something come out to me. She said, you feel? I said, yes, I feel though. I said, nurse, who come out to me? She said, you don't worry though. Anyway.
I tell you, man, what sense it is for asking these doctors questions? And all of them is saying, don't worry with though. Don't worry with though. You don't worry with though. You must say feeling everything. You don't worry with though. You something thing. Yeah, you don't worry though. Father, you want to come back as a man. I'm telling you, I ain't able. Jeez. Shout out to all the women them out there. Yo, let me tell you this. You see when I see me daughter, Lyric is the first child I ever had a chance to be in the room with. Yeah, I'm telling you? Lyric was the first child. You see it, man? And when I see Lyric come out, I always had respect for women and will always have respect for women. Because I'm the only child for my mom. And I love me mother bad, so I would always show respect to women. But seeing me daughter come out today, yo, it changed me whole mind more looking at women in a real positive and special way. With them is got for go through. I telling you. And wish she just saying them means see me wife go through that with me daughter. You know what I mean? If me wife at the time say yo this paining or this then would tend to she try to fix it whatever. You won't hear it. I didn't hear none of them doctors saying, none of the female doctor saying that, oh, you don't worry that, man. It's all right. It's all right. Nah, don't worry that. We're gonna get that. All right, don't worry that. Nobody is saying them thing. If she say you are feeling a pain or a thing, the doctor gonna try to find out what's going on, for make sure she's comfortable for the delivery. The woman have to be comfortable. Yeah, when we say comfortable, yeah, we know when she start feeling the stinging for the baby come down. It's like when you want to defecate. You know? But she still have to be comfortable in order to get a pain, the labor pain, whereby she ready for deliver the baby. You can't tell the woman, but don't worry with that, don't worry though, you don't worry though. How the hell a woman, or you could feel in everything with the doctor doing and she telling you something whatever high and deep. Yo, bro.
She end up calling the doctor.
Lexi says something not right. Something ain't right. Just ain't right.
So upstairs that sent me down to do the C-section. And she said, doctor, you gotta come. She said, doctor, you gotta come right away. And when the doctor come right away, she said, Brandy, you're bleeding out, and I gotta push man up you, and I gotta press your belly. And as she pressing me, the cat blood is coming out of this size. Mind you, they didn't give me no pain medication. They didn't put me back to sleep or anything. She pressed me out for like a whole hour. She ended up taking, the nurse who was there, they ended up taking a container and put it in the microwave with some water and hot it and put gas inside to put on my tummy. But that wasn't working because my tummy was swelling high. Anyway, she called the other doctor. She said, you gotta come now. The doctor said, no, I can't come now because I done with you. Mind you, when she did the C-section, she didn't come check up, stay to see how we progress in anything. She just left and she went to.
Nothing. Making joke, nothing.
She keep telling that.
Lexi said, oh, okay, I have a question. Why was the baby father or the family was not with her, and what kind of doctor, nurse, or hospital is this? Good question, Lexi.
Doctor, when the doctor explained to she, tell she that this girl bleeding now. Anyway, she said call this body, call the body. When they call everybody else, he said no, let she come and fix your work. Anyway, mind you, a whole hour waited down there on the table, and the doctor pressed me out without any pain medication, without anything to sleep or anything. And anyway, she ended up letting me call my child father, but when I and without anything to sleep or anything. And anyway, she ended up letting me call my child father, but when I called him, he was already home and he said he ain't able to come back, but he didn't really know what going on. And after she keep pressing.
Is she cheering father? She just talk about it.
When I call him,
Okay.
anyway, she ended up letting me call my child father, but when I called him, he was already home and he said he ain't able to come back, but he didn't really know what going on. And after she keep pressing, like, you know, I was feeling this.
So if you call he, where mean he know what going on? If you call he, you won't tell he that yo ever going on. I feel these people them doing something wrong or something, or I ain't feeling thing I want you present see so. You just you know, what is me understand? Hello, good morning.
Blessed Thursday
I gotta
morning
get
to you, the
I got
technician, my kids,
I gotta get
family.
I gotta get accustomed to this 646 with you, but I mean I don't store you no more. I gotta store this one here. All right, good
Good.
brother.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, to you, Lifestyle and G, Farai, Samuel, all the loyal people, Madonna and them. Yeah. Bro, you know why I call it is what she said just now. Me business, we don't know kind of medical thing is bullet. But when she called the man she having his child, say he don't ever come home.
I'm telling you this what he's saying, all boy.
He done home.
You mad?
Bro,
Around that time when she going through
you
that?
not explain, you telling me come back a situation. Me saying I home, I would ask you what's going on.
This what he's
And
saying.
from the time you tell me I out there. Even if me and you in there, and me you can bring forward.
This what he's
so
saying.
Me go there for you.
You mad?
Me don't listen.
Dog, me
I
go,
don't care,
dog,
just
not
go
cutting
ahead.
you. Me go home. I dead there right through two days. I died at the hospital rocking with me wife while she was going through her pregnancy. Bye. Me got when I go home, is going for pack little thing, bring back little thing, or some buy something.
Yeah.
You there home? Bullet boy. What's some? Hey.
Bye.
Yo,
even look, let me tell you something. I don't care what me children mother they're doing right now, woman that they're running around with. But if something happened to them, I checking on them. I making sure they're all right. Because you know why? If something serious, me kid I go through it. So I gotta make sure they're all right so my kids could then see them.
Real talk.
That's me harder, bro. Big man thing me I deal with.
Telling you about it's crazy.
Enough man is a man, but them is not a big man.
Yeah, man.
It's a different by you.
Born as a man, but in the realms of being a man, cause a difference. You know,
right.
You could got a penis, but still thinking like a fool, like an idiot.
You're calling. First thing is, you know the complications she was having before you left there.
I done the
You supposed to done. You see me daughter? Me daughter from the time they call me Friday, I drop everything.
Good.
Call out to work for 2 days straight.
Let me jump back over.
Yo, I did listening, boy.
It's like that. Bullet. Full bullet.
Straight. Anyway, she called the blood bank, the blood bank, and she said I gotta get blood. No. I think it was a liter or something, or a pint, a liter or something like that. Anyway, the doctor she ended up calling the doctor. She tells she that no what the doctor said them ain't coming to fix you, what she come back now. Anyway, as the doctor squeezing me, I said, doctor, I want to see where you squeezing out to me. She said, Brandy, I want to show because this is too much blood. I said, doctor, don't frighten, show me. And she showed me it was a lot of clot blood. Take. My tummy was raising high. Anyway, 9 something, the other doctor came back. And mind you, the guy get somebody for sign. She said, Brandy, I know where all this bleeding coming from. But she said, if anything, I'm gonna take out your womb.
What? Kind of stupidness is this a year in here, boy? Hey, like somebody saying inside of the chat, girl, the Almighty Father was with you because, oh my gosh. Like, see, real thing. I don't care who don't believe in a man, boy. Straight.
I said, alright. Mind you, me child for in call. I said, doctor, like me even get the strength, I getting delirious or kind of thing. She said, I don't care how you sign, but sign. And I sign. When I
I'll know she child father can't reach. I know she child for you. She just said she's stressed because she ain't able no more. Cause doctor waiting for get sign. For do come remember somebody got sign. Cause when I go for do me surgery for my finger, I didn't have nobody there cause it was me alone. And I signed for me own self. After them check me up and see made me blood good. Yeah. But you husband, you child father supposed to dead there, bro. If you listening right now, you are 0 for the by 0 points you get for the.
I wake up. My child father was over me and he was crying. And the doctor said, Brandy, we couldn't do nothing more, but we had to take out your womb. Anyway, they transformed me and they carried me charged down the morning. It was 4 something. I went in the theater after 9 and 4 something I came out the morning. And the doctor, they transformed me and carried me charged in hospital. And when I go charged in hospital, they start giving me blood.
I telling you, boy. Jaja. We go cut it right there because I don't be narrowing down till the time it's done 9:16. You understand? We got topics to jump into more, you know what I mean? That is crazy. See what going on. We can just beat like 2 more minutes and then definitely we jump into the next topic. Collect some call and jump into the next topic, alright? Okay.
They just carried me there and just left me. Anyway, after they started giving me blood, I don't get the idea that my womb and everything don't come out. This is not such situation. I accept it. I accept me one child. And I appreciate that nothing wrong with me child. But to know because of their negligence, I left trouble with something that it scares me because I want to live to see my son get big. And the first thing that I noticed, my face was swollen. It's the first sign. My face was so swollen. Anyway, they carried me up to the ward. They started giving me blood and so on. My kidney failed me. Almost failed me. My liver almost failed me. I go over to Joshua Hospital with 2 or 3 pints something blood in my body. And as a sickle cell, I'm not supposed to live with that blood in my body. Anyway, prior to that, after I realized that my face was swollen, I started getting this. Doctors I realized that my pressure keep going up and everything going down. Like 4 days, straight. My pressure was going up. And they sent me to do a CT scan because I started developing a headache. And when they sent me to do the CT scan, they said that is a spinal headache. But no matter what injection they give me, pain medication or anything, this headache ain't going away. They tell me I gotta drink Cokes. I wake up one morning and I crying because I find myself like 4 days, like when I sit up or I lie down, this headache come on. But when I get up and I walk in, this headache gone. See, the doctor noticed me. She said, Brandy, couple of nights I see you walking with this headache. Couple nights I see you walking. What happened to you? She said, what happened to you? I said, nurse, I get my headache couple days now. She said, I can call the nurse because I realized I see you walking couple of days now. And I explained to the doctor. So doctor, when I lie down and when I sit down, this headache but when I get up and I walk, this headache gone. She sent me for the CT scan, nothing. She gave me medication, nothing. The doctor decided to move me to put me on the monitor because he see the pressure and the headache. Mind you, I start losing feelings in my left side, on my left side. And I tell the doctor, she ended up calling, I think it's a cardiologist, wherever. And in my sleep, the same night, after they moved me to the monitor, In my sleep, I lie down sleeping and I didn't notice that I get in a seizure. The doctor, a lady was next to me. She said, doctor, this girl catching a seizure. And after the doctor comes, the doctor tapping me all the time. They tell me put my side and they tapping me. She said, Brandy, you know what happening to you? You know what just happened to you? I said, no, doctor, me know what happened to me. She said, you just catch a seizure inside your sleep. Anyway, the next day, they sent me to do an MRI scan.
That's crazy though. He is a yeah, Lexi, for truth. He's a manatee. We crying for no. Lexi, I is trouble. There's why when say me know we crying for. They crying for. You supposed to dead there. I don't care what nobody say. He's supposed to dead there. Right there. You see? Right there. From very first start, she going through all of the he's supposed to dead there. No lipping. We're gonna take 2 calls with y'all meds. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on this? You know what I mean? And like I saying, I don't know is what kind of doctors really these hospitals got. Because this next video that we're gonna jump into is a next situation whereby a man looking for justice for his wife. When you hear what this doctor do, yo, I tell you, bye. Yo, you see, I got a feeling most of the days why we as men, we freaking hospital. I don't know. But they got crazy doctors out there. Me saying all the doctors, them crazy. But bro, they got some doctors nuts. Naturally nuts. Morning, Dion.
Yeah, my youth, blessing to you. Audience, blessing to your family, my youth.
Man. Straight
Yo, everybody is a man, but not everybody is a father, my youth.
Yeah,
You
man.
understand? You understand me, brother? Remember I told you this already? There's a man, but not everybody is a father, my brother.
What do you think, man?
And with our complication is a lot because sickle cell, bro, is real serious.
Yeah, buddy.
You understand? It's not nothing to play with. You understand, my brother? Sickle cell is very dangerous. It's the white, the red blood cell, you know, and this cruel.
That is sad.
You understand? And all the
sad.
time she gotta get blood.
I'm telling you.
Certain things she can't eat and, you know, stress out herself, my brother. That thing cruel. And the man when she got her in love, the man got another woman somewhere else. You understand me, brother? The man in love bro. Blessing.
Blessing, my brother. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying to myself, right? As a doctor, do you supposed to check this woman before you do any delivering of baby and these kind of thing to know that this girl got sickle cell or this girl gets sickle cell after getting the baby? That mean this girl had this sickle cell, this girl is suffer with sickle cell. You supposed to don't know all of these things before you, when I go and do checkup, these people them is ask me, anybody inside your family got any sickle cell, cancer, this, or any disease or anything like that? No. Not in me family. In me family. If you get where I'm coming from. Cause my auntie, she passed away with HIV. My grandmother on my father's side, she had sugar. This is all I could remember. But otherwise than that, me no, but none of them things. Between me father, me mother, I talking about. Me talking about me grandmother, me grandfather, me grandmother, me grandmother. I talking about me father and me mother. Me none of me father and mother ain't got no sick, so me ain't get no sick. These people must ask you these things. When they run these tests, they will say, yo, boom, 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 you got this, you got that. Now, I'm a tag this guy's not only for hide. I went and do a checkup the other day. And them tell me that to them find something inside of me blood. I can't remember what is this thing they tell me they find. I forget is the name what they call it. But basically, you're supposed to see some kind of spot on your hands, your foot, card them show me the pictures. And them ask me if I ever see these things for me skin. I said, doctor, I never see these things for me. And it's truth, I never see them things where they're talking about, so I don't know how they find out. Send me for go and do something by a next clinic place. When I go there, guess what the people them say? You ain't got nothing with these people them say. Nothing with these people them say you get, you them say them detect all them saying. Carry back to them, they're like, with their mouth open. Because I know when the woman said, oh, if I see these things, because there's the symptoms, wherever it is, you see these rash on your hand and these things. I say, never see them things. Never see them things. The only thing I know I see for me foot or me hand is carn. It's carn. You know what I mean? Because back in me little days, I used to like wear tight shoes and I get carn on me foot for though. And doing electronic work and them thing, I get a 2 carn on me hand or something. Otherwise, I don't no rash, no nothing. I never see them things. Nothing what they say. But what I'm trying to implicate is that tests. And I wasn't going to do a surgery. It was just a checkup. So when you go in and do delivery, I see them run me wife information, countless time with getting Kingston, the same thing. So, me understand? This is not the procedure supposed to happen in every hospital. We're not talking that it's in America alone because it's, like I said, me 2 children home, they never let we in the room to see when the mother was delivering. In Guyana, they don't do that. But I come and I see the case in America. But we're talking about the tests. You testing somebody before you got to run tests on person. You got to find out this thing. She ain't got sickle cell now when she done deliver. She got sickle cell all the time. This is why the girl was going through them thing and then them ain't even giving the girl the... But yo, Guyana is a bunch of... Yo, these doctors, they're not Guyana. The Guyanese doctors, them, some of them is some jack. Listen to this story now we can get in here. Y'all mind gonna blow. Because this doctor, I want if he's a Jim Jones with this female here, so with the husband were looking for justice for his wife. After, I think it's a delivering a child again. Guys, let me jump straight into this. Take a listen. Let me dissect it.
I'm pregnant. On the 10th, she gave birth via C-section. The very next day, which was the 11th, they realized that she wasn't urinating and wasn't defecating, and they tell me I gotta sign this paper now because I gotta take her back into surgery right away because they did a scan and realized that she's bleeding inside.
How long was it after?
The very next day, the 11th, she had a C-section.
And just note, this banner is my G. This is my brethren by. This is my brethren. And you know I can't remember me dog me. we ain't come from school days and them thing, but when I was living in Diamond with my mom, before I came up here, yeah, he had a little shop he used to run. I used to go and play music for him, them kind of things. My G. You say it, man. Oh, when I see this video, I said, Jabba, what? And what? A real good youth. We continue though.
For the baby on the 10th, and she did the other surgery on the 11th.
Okay.
Very next day. So they asked me to sign a paper. I gotta sign this right now, so it can happen right. It has to happen now. So she was already inside the theater and everything, and I signed the paper, and the surgery took 5 hours.
5 hours?
5 hours. The doctor came out after and said he had to take out her uterus because it was bored 3 different places.
Wow. Her uterus was bored 3 places. Okay.
And she had bleeding inside the abdomen and stuff, and he would have fixed all of that.
As we say.
Just after that, they transfer her to emergency here. Upon coming to emergency, doctor, like 5 different doctors came up and did the necessary tests and stuff, and they said she should have been dead. However, 3 different doctors would have told me that she should have been dead already. They don't know how she's alive, so we're going to keep it alive. And from since then, I've been fighting and trying to support her and be here for her all the time. And it's
so
not
the doctor was supposed to be taking the child out of her and puncture.
Yes, he punctured her uterus
3 times.
3 times. Also, he didn't want to do the repairs. I was told he didn't want to do the repairs. So another doctor had to come and fix his.
Who's this doctor?
Dr. Khan.
Which hospital was happening? Which hospital were you in birth?
You birth?
Yeah.
Best Hospital.
Best?
Yeah.
Where's that located?
That's on the west side.
Oh, by Beacon Hope?
Yes, Beacon Hope. Just as you pass Beacon Hope.
Showbase.
Close to Showbase.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that is why you transfer you to Georgetown.
Yeah.
Yes.
You was told me that you're having some complications too, that you're having problems with your
Kidney, yes. Yes, because of the loss of blood, having 2 surgeries in 2 days, they had a loss of blood. So now every other day she's got to be doing dialysis, taking the blood out of the body and put it back in. In the last one she did last week, I think the amount of blood that came out, majority was clot. So they didn't get to put that back in.
The reason why I'm interested in highlighting this issue, there's so many parents, so many young mothers who have been losing their child, who has been losing their wife, and again, she would have been another young mother if we were to just think there was another child delivery. How do you say?
Went bad.
Not realizing.
There's a doctor incompetence.
You know what kind of doctor is he by? I tell you, who is these one of them by?
There's a doctor incompetence.
This here is not just for us to talk about. It's for other mothers and for the ministry to understand that it's important that the people that you're having in these medical rooms performing these surgeries must be competent enough. Because this could have been another case that would have just made the news. It was, she lost her life on the first.
Yeah.
And that was a big end.
Then you want to know anything what happened. And then
you're telling me that the auto doctor said she should not even been alive.
Life, yeah.
Yes,
I wonder, is these people doctors?
There's the same thing I saying, Albert. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. When I hear this story, I saying I bounce me here to the wall to find out the same thing, man.
Because both of them have the same procedure.
Yes, right, man.
And wind up in the same predicament.
Yes,
how you C-section and cladding up in and bleeding out and bleed. Is these guys trained to do surgery? These doctors are surgical doctors? Because to C-section, you have to have a surgical doctor that experiencing that.
Good.
Guys, cut.
Good.
You see, is these guys just regular or are they dentists? That's the other thing. Is it dentists? Guys look like them are dentists who are doing C-section. Yeah, that's all. I'm listening to this and it's so saddening to hear. And I don't want to play the race card, but it look like the black women them is getting wiped out within the medical system.
This is like same, brother. And it's an Indian, but you see they don't even want to bring race to this thing, but sometimes don't know what's going on with the Indian man you can see just now.
I did.
Yeah, my brother.
Listening.
But you, man. Shajan knows the same thing I bunks in me head saying. Same thing I bunks in me head saying. You're the hand.
Yeah, my brother. You see, there's another thing too. Is these doctors speaking English? These doctors know about Guyanese, how we just talk, how we just bring over things. All these things need to take into consideration. Who are these doctors? Where are they from? Are they Bangladeshi?
I tell you.
And these are things we have to speak up. Because they don't speak English, and they don't know when we speak our Creole, how we sound. Sometimes we say one thing and they interpret it another thing. These are things we gotta speak out as things. And the Guyanese populace need to hold the government accountable. You have to sue the government, bro, because this ain't gonna go on all the time. We need to sue the government. The government has to take full responsibility, my brother. You understand? Because they're bringing them, it's their doctors, it's their creating job for them.
Yeah.
But they don't speak English. So we need to sue the government. The government has to take full responsibility, my brother. Bless him.
Okay.
3 different doctors said that.
She was being poisoned.
Yeah.
She's bleeding inside. That's causing an infection. I'm sure the reason why you're having problems with your kidney is because we overwork, because
Yeah, she's infected right now.
kidney works somewhat like a filter, and the infection in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you hooked up to antibiotics, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because you got to get all that poison outside of it.
Yeah, I would have asked some questions and his name popped up.
Who?
The same doctor.
Yeah.
Because you got to get all that poison outside of it.
Yeah, I would have asked some questions and his name popped up.
Who?
The same Dr. Khan.
I've never heard of him, but
yeah.
when you say his name popped up.
Where lady would have asked me what's going on with her, how's she doing?
Right.
And I explained to her, she said, this doctor, he did a surgery on my mother.
Him again?
Yeah, he did a surgery.
Hear this.
Surgery on my mother-in-law. Told her she has cancer. And you have to do this surgery now to save your life.
What surgery was that?
Cut her breast out. And when the results came, it wasn't cancer.
So
Oh
she took a breath.
God. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know? This man tell this woman she got cancer. And she got to cut off her 2 breasts in order to save her life. When the man cut it off and the result come, she didn't have no cancer. Some kind of racist, they say, boy. I feel like I done with social media, boy. I feel like I done with social media. What kind of stupidness is this here, boy? Oh. Shucks. You want my skin growing here, bro? What? Yo, tears in my eye, boy. Tears in my eye, bro. Yeah, lifestyle.
Bang!
Tears in my eye.
Bang! Bang! But that's all some people want. Some people want, you know, in Barbados, we call it a 2x4. You know, Barbados area code 446.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's a 2x4. Understand me? 6 times wrong somebody head.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's what some people want. Some people want Barbados area code 2x4.
Yo.
No. Blessed love to you, my brother, and your family, and grand rising to you and your family. You see another day. And same thing to me and my family abroad. And all your supporters, subscribers, people who actually literally like this channel and actually press that like button. And not just here, understand me, for carry back news or for start corruption. Blessed love to all of you. We are alive. You know about live? A lot of people dead in the left your house and car and everything.
I'm telling you, bro.
We alive. Give thanks and praise. And when I come on your station, my brother, with my passion, with my empathy, as I tell you, I come here to left a statement. Other people come here with an opinion, not me. When I come here, it's for change. When I come in, I don't like to hear certain people. It's because this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. We got bigger problems than Muhammad for decades in Guyana, brother. Black women is being murdered by this hospital and the children for decades. For decades, black women getting the breast cut off. You only know hearing about it, brother? You only know hearing about it? Getting the stuff cut up. Now, let me... Now, did you get the information I sent you with Mia Motley, talking about the same doctors with Cuba?
Yeah.
I would like to play it up for people and show people what's brains. Show people why I just talk about this woman. It's not that I love politics or I'm into politics, but when you see leaders, you have to give them the flowers. Understand? I hear what this woman said about the doctors. No, Albert, my brother, what do you expect if these people send the Cuban doctors out? Now check Cuba population. Why Cuban's doctor is so good? Now I want people to check back the history of doctors now. When doctors start the profession, doctors do all of the experiment on black people. Why? Because black people could take more pain, the organs, whatever them say it is. Black people could withstand certain things on the medical table.
How do we know that these people are bringing these people from Bangladesh and these places, experimenting upon black people in Guyana before they go and deal with the Indians?
For real.
How do we know these things, brother? Because history say it, you know. History say it, and it's still going on. It's still happening. There's a lot of shit doctors all over the world, big man, that are operating on black people to experience themselves.
Bang in.
Because if they kill a white person or anybody else on the table, is more problem than the black people, you know. Most times when black people have problems getting the foot cut off, the hand cut off, the breast cut off, is nobody there to support them? Is nobody there with enough money to sue the government? Is nobody there with enough money to get a lawyer? These people experimenting upon me for years, brother.
Bag.
And these fools that we got running this country, brother, I want to show me what we say, brother. Woe be unto them, because I hear just like you growing in my skin, brother. You see, if I had enough money, you see, you would say that if you for save this world, you're not going to save it. But if I turn Superman and Father tell me burn it, trust me, I'm burning it. I burning it. Even if my child burn my children, it burn. Bang.
Yeah, Madonna. Yeah, Madonna.
Blessings to you and all your loyal listeners. Blessed love to each and every one. Blessed love most of all to the co-host, and give her a big hug and a kiss to me like she ain't turned on to work as yet.
Should I write here some bras rubbing cookie all over your skin? But no,
She anointing she body. She doing a makeover. Yeah. No, this is a sad situation where women have to face up in Guyana. Right? But then again, it's not just Guyana alone. It's all over the world in different forms. Right? Because you see, some people, when they go to a doctor, soon as the doctor tell them something, they get into the panic mood, and they ain't going to a second or a third doctor because they tell themselves it would cost them too much of money. Right? I was living in Trinidad. I went to a doctor time. I had problem with my tummy. And when I go to the doctor, well, I don't know what's going on, but I just go to be certain. And when I go to the doctor tell me, wow, you have to do emergency surgery. What's the man? I said, emergency surgery? He said, yes. I said, what happened to me? Oh, you have fibroid and it is very large and you have to do emergency surgery. I said, so how much is emergency surgery going to cost? He said, $30,000 TT. I said, I don't have the money. I said, but okay, I can check back with you. I know I ain't got to do no emergency surgery because as a woman, if you got fibroid, you're bleeding 7 days a week and you're bleeding like a cow, and that ain't going down my range. I see my monthly normal. I leave and I go to the next doctor. When I go to the next doctor, the doctor check me. And the doctor said, woman, you went to a doctor and he tell you you got fibroid and it's large. I show you the paper, the ultrasound, everything. So how much did the doctor tell you for the surgery? I tell you, he said, let me tell you the truth, and it's a Chinese doctor I went to. Jeez. He said, you know what the man want? The man want take you money and buy a car. He said, nothing is wrong with you, you know, it's just your cholesterol a little bit high. He said, and you're going into menopause, and once you go into menopause and you got fibroid, have to do no surgery because after time it is shrink because it ain't getting the blood to live on. He said, woman, you don't have to do no surgery. I said, thank you. And I living up to now with my womb, we really want to take out. So sometimes we as women, not soon as a doctor tell us something, we run with it and we panic. There is a God also. I just go to the doctor saying what's wrong with me. And from the time the doctor tell me what's wrong, I come home and I get my bush and I doctor myself because I don't like drink tablets. They ain't gonna kill me. Like kill myself with Mother Earth. And people got to go back to herbal treatment. Stop listening to the doctors. Is experiment all the time. Every time a doctor do a surgery, it's more money for him also. That's why they like to cut you to see what's going on inside of you. Blessed love all the time.
All the time, sis. There's the same thing. Same thing people saying, buddy. You can't take one person word in a situation like that. They should got at least. That's why. And look though, when I went and do me checkup, was 2
first come, when the woman had to check me, yo, this is the shamefulest time I ever I had to strip naked, half naked. But they brought somebody in. She coming with with the next girl. And there was, you know? And I was, but what I'm trying to say is that I feel like it should be like though. It shouldn't be just one doctor telling you you got this. It should be checked out by two doctors for know if direct this what you got. Like Madonna just now say. Yes, I.
Yes, fire.
Yeah, bro, go through.
Yeah, man. So look, my daughter. My daughter home back since Monday. My daughter good, you know. And all the medication they been want to get you, bro. You understand? So you have to do research. You have to have second or third opinion.
Yes.
You have to. And it's good what Madonna just said, bro. Women like to go to the doctor. Some of them, like majority of them, like to believe what the doctor said to them.
Yep.
That's why the pastor them in the church go after women. That's they quick to believe. You see? But they work hard to tell you. You can't stop doing this work. This is the work God give you, put you to do. This work here is not even you love DJing, but this is what God choose for you. You think, look, you know how much body get platform you know before you and never and I to know can't reach the number of subscribers. And you know why you get that much subscriber? Because you are the messenger. Not just for Guyana, for a lot of people around the world, the universe. That's why this thing big. This thing big, you know. When God come and anoint you with certain things, it become bigger than you. You just got to embrace it, my brother. I did listening.
Good, my brother.
Yeah, you took her breast out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let us be grateful that your wife is alive.
Good call. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Fire. Good morning. Yes, listen, brother. Yes, did I forget to tell that same young man that just spoke to with his daughter to check her vitamin B12 level as well. You know, it leads to depression if it's low, you know? Talking from experience, right? And in reference to the doctor, sometimes when you go to the doctor, you can't let the doctor tell you how you feel. You got to tell the doctor how you feel. From the time you give him that strength to be all over you, he telling you what happened to you, how you feel, you don't get caught. You understand? So we got to be our own, we got to be our own representative when we go to these people. And like the lady said, do your bush when you get home.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
The baby's okay. And this, someone will have to answer for this. Because we're not going to allow this to continue. This is not the Wild Wild West. So if this doctor is incompetent, his license needs to be pulled. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Because we could have been sitting there having a completely different conversation.
True.
And you would have been sitting there telling me a completely different story. But God would have it.
Sometimes you wouldn't even be there, Mr. Best. You might not even be there. Because you only come on the scene because of what really is going on with the situation. So sometimes you wouldn't even be there. Because if me got problem with me with none of me family, how do you me got to ask for justice and ask for nothing? You know what I mean? Real. Straight. No lie.
Prayers, from what you told me earlier, you're a praying man. That those prayers were answered. That's why your wife is still sitting there beside you and hopefully be able to come home soon. But this doctor must be exposed. Because unfortunately, she wouldn't be able to have any children. Again, not because of the fault of hers, but the fault of the doctors. Because he erred. Right?
Yes. So true.
So, are we going to sit here and allow him to do the same to others? How many others
you haven't done
would
it
have suffered the same way?
He done do enough to others already. I mean, you're right. How many others in don't do the don't do cause you just now hear the man start to remove a woman breast. When a woman do take the checkup, she ain't got no cancer. So now she ain't got no breast and she ain't got no cancer. You could imagine that? She ain't got no breast and no cancer. Now, we she ain't get money for put on back a breast. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So we gotta stop saying it ugly, like you said earlier. I'm saying it on the camera, ugly face, ugly face. I don't want to tell nothing happened to me. Do you want that to happen to your sisters?
I understand.
Do you want to have to? You understand what I'm saying? So unless we make this public, this is not for likes. This is not for politics. This is about a system
Life
that
and
needs to
death.
be corrected. You could have lost her. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So we'll continue this outside of the hospital.
Okay.
And we're going to follow up on this and find out and get to the bottom of who this doctor
has cancer.
She has cancer. And no results is saying no, which means he's responsible.
Responsible.
Yet again, if he's telling you that you're fine, then you find yourself almost in a coma because you're being led to that internally. Obviously, this story needs to be told. So thank you very much, both of you. And like I said, we'll continue this conversation outside.
It's almost 2 months she's here.
3 months?
2 months, almost 2 months she's here.
Wow.
Today's the 16th, she's here since the...
This is your chance to tell the world in your own words.
Just be careful out there and get for any action. Yeah.
What would you like for the ministry to you don't want to think.
Health?
Ministry of Health.
So I know a mother go through what I went through. That it was real hard.
It was hard.
Ask about the baby.
Huh?
Ask about the baby.
What about the baby?
I don't know. I didn't get to hold the baby, but I didn't get to hold my baby neither because when I finished breastfeeding my baby.
Ministry of Health.
So I know a mother go through what I went through. That it was real hard.
It was hard.
Ask about the baby.
Huh?
Ask about the baby.
What about the baby?
I don't know. I didn't get to hold the baby, but I didn't get to hold my baby neither because when I finished breastfeeding my baby on the bed, I tried to get up and then I fall and I start shaking and nothing after.
You don't remember? You don't remember?
I woke up in Georgetown Hospital. And that was all.
Like the last time you remember being awake was in Best Hospital?
Best Hospital, yes.
Wow. We'll continue to pray for you. You'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
She was pregnant. On the 10th, she gave birth via C-section.
Jano Star, you know what I mean? So as you hear there, we're going to take 2 more calls and then we get into the next topic. It is 9:53. We're going up to that 10:30 hour, 2 hour shows. That's what we're going to be dealing with. Nevertheless, man, you know what I mean? I'm saying to myself is that, what kind of doctors is these by? This is what I want to know. What kind of doctor is these? It's real hard rendering to see people is got to go through these kind of stuff in Guyana. Really, really is got to go through these stuff in Guyana. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense by. When you go into the doctor, this is why I went saying the other day, within people losing their life also. When you go to a doctor, is for a doctor, stay upon the life and lifestyle, just a minute. And lifestyle 2 minutes, okay? Just a minute. When you go to a doctor, right, is to get fixed. Imagine you can be afraid to go to the doctor because you know if you won't get fixed or you won't get worse. This is the thing messing up with me. Go through, my brother.
And the thing about it, with them sending the Cuban medical doctors out to the Guyana.
Worse.
Big man, right now the birth rate gonna drop.
It's gonna get
and
worse.
I agree with Guyanese women. If your young ladies in looking to make no children, don't make no children. Man, there with y'all, and the one make any children, let it get the money up, and y'all get your money up too. So that when the time come, you can fly out to Barbados or somewhere and get your child and come back. Or you can either pay for private.
Great talk.
This is gonna, from Guyana to Jamaica, this is gonna drop the birth rate. And trust me, buddy, all these things is calculated with these people that are running this world, you know.
I no lie. Real thing we you saying.
All these things are
getting
calculated.
overpopulated. So I know it's a world harder thing, by. I know it's a world harder thing.
Big man, let me use common sense here, big man. Why would you get rid of the medical field that's serving your country for over 50 years? That's the same thing Mayor Motley say. Mayor Motley say, I can keep a visa and give up my people health.
You mad or for visa?
That's what leaders say. Who must say before America was there for me, these people was there to be with my health and my people health?
It was pandemic for real.
Big man, even before then, brother, when it was the pandemic, it was worse. Because when the world shut down and everybody was for themselves, the Cubans come out and they will help everybody in the Caribbean, big man. My man, like, you see, if I only had the power to do certain things, you see that shit finale in Guyana, that president, big man, like, big man, this is real shameful, brother. This is real shameful in Guyana, bro. And then people can tell me why the stock's over Guyana and Guyanese. And then other people is come here and talking like if the people are running Guyana saying something and the people are trying to run it in nothing. Basically, a lot of people is coming and show that there's no hope at all for Guyana, you know.
Great thing. Watch your time.
Brother, blessed love to you, brother.
One love all time lifestyle. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Fire. Morning. I'm so upset this morning with that thing what I see you show about that young girl. Them doctor's name is Quack-a-lack. It's not the first time they're doing these things, you know. A couple years ago, they had a doctor from India. Every person he put a knife on used to die. I had a friend die, I had a brother die. The last was then when they started to dig up and realize what is going on. Everybody, it was a couple years back, it been happening and it's happening again. These things got to stop, years ago. You hear? My grandmother made 15 children. They don't want black people to make those amount of children. They're taking out their womb, they're doing this, they got this, they got that. We have to stand up as people and fight the government. Do you see the celebrated Cuban doctor there? Lord of mercy on Guyana. Have a blessed morning. Have a blessed morning.
Yes, sis. Hi, good morning.
How you feeling?
Yeah,
morning, man. I hear they say though, real talk, what going on in NGT, you gotta look at what going on, right? In all, most of the regions, them building hospitals, right? Many hospitals, but it's not private, it's public. So I understand this, means not conspirator.
Right.
But there's always see things, right? It's a whole new hustle come to Guyana there. Cause look, you get rid of the help of 50 years. These man of them really help, you know. That man helped me one time.
Yeah, man.
These man helped me years ago.
Aye.
I had a sickness and that man do me surgery for me, Cuban,
Aye.
I got enough respect and love for them people, right? As Caribbean people, right?
Aye.
But you got man always coming and all me. Me help install this installation that run in the country. The boy got put in the brain top. And understand, me, I was one of them who come and tell Granger, recount the vote, don't go and sign in. And don't go and you gotta remember these things, you know, people gotta remember, look, you see 2020 is keep it fresh in me brain. Because that's when the whole installation happen. And we're causing all of this friction here, so. It's like me. But what they do them Cuban there? For bringing other international doctors. We know about a body part cut up because the world got a game going on right now, you know. A lungs could sell, a kidney could sell, a big toe could sell. You understand what I'm telling you? But we want to go up on the topic.
Yes.
But it's definitely the internet. So GT people got them, they got get strong when they get into the doctor. And don't let these men corrupt their mind. People gotta go back to the bush them
Yeah,
By
man.
border market, the goddamn bushman was sell thing and use bush boss. Me look, me don't sugarcake nothing by.
Yes, I.
But me is a cross. I say so.
Real talk.
So last year you
Big
done
up
there.
yourself, my brother. One love. Yes, right? Yeah, man. I like how the show going. The show going sweet. You know what I mean? Up on a real life level. Yes, right, man. Big up to the Cuban doctors because the next video that we're going to definitely jump into is the Prime Minister of Barbados speaking upon the Cuban doctors. And this is what we was talking about. You know what I mean? Anyway, you know it go. Good morning.
Yeah, my brother, you see what happened with the Cubans again to my brother? Remember Granger had to go to Cuba to get treatment and everything there, you know? Because they get Granger up to now alive, bro. So that's why Granger would never do it with them people, bro. You understand?
Aye.
Yeah, my brother. So that's why Granger was on the low and you know, they didn't really fight him much because Granger had a terrible thing and them people deal with it accordingly. There's how sick them Cuban is, boy. When they come to treatment, then treat you. You understand? But now you got Bangladeshi, you got Indians, and they don't know how to speak English.
Aye.
So how they gonna understand what's going on with you, brother?
You said all.
And the thing is, when they're writing subscription to give you, the people them what that to translate it and even understand where is it they're writing and all too. So they're mixing up the jokes to give you. Say there we get there. You understand, brother?
Straight.
And that is what the government is not seeing. It's not that you don't want a doctor, you don't want a nurse, but you want people who can speak English and understand what when we say we got tummy ache is a tummy ache. And that is why Trump say only one English language you know in America is the English language. Full stop. Bless you, love, my brother.
One love. Yes. So let's jump straight over to Barbados Prime Minister sending a message to Mr. Trump.
Matter with the Cubans and the nurses. This matter with the Cubans and the nurses should tell us everything that we need to know. Barbados does not currently have Cuban medical staff or Cuban nurses, but I will be the first to go to the line and to tell you that we could not get through the pandemic without the Cuban nurses and the Cuban doctors. I will also be the first to tell you that we paid them the same thing that we pay Bajans, and that the notion, as was peddled not just by this government in the US, but the previous government, that we were involved in human trafficking by engaging with the Cuban nurses was fully repudiated and rejected by us. Now, I don't believe that we have to shout across the seas, but I am prepared, like others in this region, that if we cannot reach a sensible agreement on this matter, then if the cost of it is the loss of my visa to the US, then so be it. But what matters to us is principles. And I have said over and over that principles only mean something when it is inconvenient to stand by it. Now, we don't have to shout, but we can be resolute. And I therefore look forward to standing with my CARICOM brothers. I wish I could say brothers and sisters, but brothers.
Ghana has formally ended its bilateral medical cooperation agreement with Cuba, a move.
I telling you, if it's one thing I read the woman. I read the woman to the ground. You hear the woman say we ain't got to shout. You see why it's telling enough people? The arrogantness don't make sense, you know. Speaking plain and on point is a different situation. Stay up on the phone lifestyle. Hold on there. You see? We don't have to shout. And listen me. If this relationship between we and Cuba gotta cost me my visa, so be it. This is why he's saying, why the president gonna be like that? Nope. lifestyle go through?
No, that's a good question. Now you asked the understand for the brother that no call. Understand? I'm really trying to say or do things to certain people, but I don't know how to come down to certain people level to talk to them or explain certain things to them, you know? And that's a shame on me because I'm not a teacher. I'm not someone teaching people. I'm someone learning life, seeing life, and I know, understand me, and I can pass on my teachings. Now, for the brother that no call and talk about her, etc. Buddy, the problem in Guyana is not another leader out of Guyana. It's not Mohammed. It's not nothing else you could call. The problem in Guyana is that they got trash people running Guyana for the last how much decades. And they don't care nothing about Guyana. They don't care nothing about the people. Every industry in Guyana is trash. So when I talk about this woman, my brother that just called, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about the individual, how they're running the country, how the citizens proud of them. How the medical service in the country better than Guyana 10 times. 10 times. I done already breed 2 women in Barbados and all 2 of them went medical service and they never had no problem with delivering. My last child slid straight out the womb. All the rest slide out the womb, buddy, because they went to doctors before they get pregnant and they was giving them proper service. So when I'm talking, understand me, about this woman, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about look what she did for she country. There's no time at all in the Caribbean. No leader ever win any landslide election 3 times. This woman win it 3 times. It never happened in Barbados. It never happened in the Caribbean before. Why? You see people in Barbados stupid? You see Guyanese are living in Barbados stupid? People there got sense. People got brains. Because the government there stitch you. The government there is stupid. So when I'm talking about Guyana, I'm talking about Guyana stupid people. The people that follow these people. I'm not talking about the people with sense. That got common sense, that got brains. I'm talking about the leader. Look how Guyana is running, brother.
Bang. Sorry for cut you there. Bang. Yes, good morning.
Good morning to the co-host, your wife, your other children, and all who is calling lifestyle, Angie, everybody. You know, that's why I don't go hospital, you know. I'm frightened hospital bad. You hear? I don't go hospital. It got to be more than me if I end up at the hospital. It ain't easy at the hospital. Look, the day I go there, and the doctor talking to me, and I can't understand what she's telling me. So I tell you, I don't understand. Please call somebody else, let me talk to them, another doctor that I could understand them. Yeah. That's the reason Jarton Hospital is doing the hospitals them. I don't know why they send away those Cubans doctors. Those doctors used to help you with a lot of things.
Yeah, man.
They're very nice doctors. Those doctors just help you out with surgery and everything. Now they cut off the lady breast and say she got cancer. And now the lady don't have no cancer. So we should get a breast from now.
That's what he's saying. She got to live without a breast now. I'm telling you, buddy. What?
No, when she put on she clothes, she got put to a round tennis roll in there.
Yeah. I tell you,
hey, some people just go through something. But for your feelings, God, I'm telling you again, must be for the 3rd or the 4th time. God bless this program. And you continue this program. Teach me at my age 67, going 68, a lot of things. I listen to it when I get it, I just get agitated, I start rowing with myself and all.
I love you, mommy.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, but hear the difference now with the leadership with Barbados have a leader, Guyana have.
Yeah, it's a president or whoever, yeah.
They have rulers.
Rulers. That's the name. Rulers.
All right. And you know why these guys are rulers? And they can't talk to America. America get all their criminal record in front of them. Man, the Prime Minister of Barbados, if she get anything, is not as that, but she clean. The whole from the head, the head, all the way down to the bottom. Even if they go in there clean, the head up top does make that dirty.
Real thing.
Real talk. So, like I keep saying, you're talking about Muhammad. We didn't get nothing from the people who've been running the country for decades, besides boredom. So when you have leaders, that's what leaders do. Stand up for the people and for the country. When you have rulers, a ruler is all about himself and not the people or his country. It's all about control and obtain as much as he could take. Just keep taking, not give back. So that's the difference. Idea listening.
Yeah, Papi. It's right, man. Real thing. Real thing. It's right, man. We take about 3 more calls, getting into the next segment. It is 10 minutes past 10. So you don't know we're doing it, all right? Yeah, Papa. Good morning. Good morning, Dada. Oh, shit, he was trying. You say? And this all I was saying at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But the government, I don't know, they think they know what they're doing, and they feel that is best. So we see what's going on right now. Yeah, man. Good morning, Papa. Good morning. Hello? You're not on the phone, man. Papa, we're going on with your phone. We're going on with your phone. Check your phone. I'm telling you. For a long time, they are eating woman breast. Bro, I mean, think it's chicken breast. So when you think it's chicken breast is woman breast? This what you saying? Hey! Thank God that it's chicken, but righty. All right, what's going on? Let me jump to the next segment quick and far before thing we could look like, it cold up. And we don't want it to get cold up. All right, come on there. Come on, Lifestyle. Give somebody else a chance, no man. Lifestyle. 1 minute.
Yeah, short and sweet. Not much.
Yeah.
Albert, these people, brother Albert, understand me, and the other people here with me that understand me, it's very, very hard for them to understand the fight that you're doing, Fire. Fight that you're doing is trying for help change black people and try for help bring a change in Guyana, This is why I following you, This is why it's give you my money,
Real thing. Yeah, man.
The reason why I'm here, giving you my time, because I can see that you're trying to do what I want to help change our black race and help bring about some light in Guyana. Really? And as you and Albert say, right? Big man, Muhammad ain't got nothing on these people like how these people destroying Guyana. And when you see people that say they're educated and they got subjects and they went here and there, brother, the streets will teach me, brother. The streets will learn me, brother. That's why when I say just now I'm not a teacher, it's because no one teach me and I'm proud to say it. What I learned from school, that was enough. My father, my uncle, no big person teach me nothing. Everything that lifestyle got in the brains is from the streets. And I done had 4 business on my own, 2 in Barbados and now I got 2 here. I got my own house in Barbados and I got my own house in Canada. And nobody teach me nothing. I went to school long. I learned on my own because I needed to learn. I want to learn. I was hungry. That's why I tell people about the cell phone, because the cell phone learned me too. It teach me too. Everything learned me. I wasn't a big reader. Now I could read properly. Now I could do a lot of things I could not do because of this cell phone. So when people talking, understand me, and keep talking about Muhammad and keep talking about if, buts, and maybes, big man, we have to deal with the problem in order to get change. Because tell yourself this, Fire. All right, if Muhammad disappear and vanish, who else? Who else? There's nobody else, and we literally see that. How could a party that been opposition for these years, them of the self in between it, they don't have no unity? Because we're black people, and we know black people like this. Black people ain't got no unity. So when people saying that it's ego because the party want to join the party, it's not ego. How could you be fighting for people and got ego? That's to show that these people is trash, big man. You as a politician, you should be fighting for people. You shouldn't have no ego in it. And if you got ego in it, it shows that you're fighting for your own. You're fighting for rob the country. You're fighting for get money. Oh man, bang.
All right. All right, big up Trish. I just give you as Trish as in up on the show long a while ago. You said big up to your husband in the chat. I know we name. Stop. I don't know what you name, but big up your husband in the chat, and I just give you a wrench. You understand? So whole a wrench because you're part of the team. All right, Trish. Anyway, let's jump into this final video, and then we out. It is 10:15. Like I told you guys, we got 15 more minutes before we go. No more calls. Final call. Final call. Hello, good morning. Yes, Dion.
Yeah, fire. I just sent you something, Mr. Anderson, indicating how Guyana turned in a dictatorship, bro. Must look upon it and check
will
it
do
out.
that, my brother.
Bless
Thank
it.
you. All right, let me jump into the next video, whereby Big Snid come for explain the whole situation with the bus driving. We see the big left out any topic today. All right, we spoke about Mayor, Prime Minister Barbados, Manny, Joseph, we spoke about that. All right, we got Big Smith now. Let's get into this.
Hi, my name is Leroy Smith from Big Smith Newswatch. This is Big Smith Newswatch, and we're in Big Smith Newswatch Studios. There's a video circulating on social media with a car and a bus with their hazard lights on driving along the eastbound public road, and a truck blowing annoyingly so. I was the driver of the car. The truck, and we'll show you a video. I was driving behind a bus, and then I felt that the bus was driving a little too slow, and I needed to pass. And so when it was safe to do so, I attempted to do so, and then in the process of doing so, there's this truck that just came up and right up under me and blowing. So I put on my hazard light and I gradually brought my vehicle to a stop. Came out, asked the driver why he's driving like that and so on. He carried on at a rate, went back into my vehicle, called the police, told them about the manner in which he was driving. And then I told him I'm going to slow roll him to the station, which I did from the National Stadium to Providence Police Station. And well, when I did that, the driver, he understood the assignment of the bus. And so we did that together. And the police intercepted the man. They tested him, no traces of alcohol in the system. But I saw people commenting about obstructing the flow of traffic and so on. You are not there. I was there. And the rate in which he was driving was unnecessary. The speed was unnecessary.
I ain't trying to understand something, right? Just how he said the man went driving slow. Then how he said? All right, hold on there. This is 129. All right, let me come back later.
Driver of the car. The truck...
listen carefully.
And we'll show you a video. I was driving behind a bus, and then I felt that the bus was driving a little too slow, and I needed to pass. And so when it was safe to do so, I attempted to do so, and then...
You hear that? The bus was driving too... This is what he said. The bus was driving too fast.
It was safe to do so. Video. I was driving behind a bus, and then I felt that the bus was driving a little too slow, and I needed...
He said the bus was driving a little too slow. That is the first thing he just said. All right. Right? Now, let me fast forward to 126. What part I just had? Here we say.
And the rate in which he was driving was I was there. And the rate in which he was driving was unnecessary. The speed was unnecessary.
Me not understand what going on here, sir. He just said the bus was driving slow. But now he said the bus was driving at a rate. What skike is this here, sir? Me really get the maths. Me ain't get the maths at all.
Obstructing the flow of traffic and so on. You are not there. I was there. And the rate in which he was driving was unnecessary. The speed was unnecessary. He was driving in a manner dangerous to himself and the public, and I took a...
Hello, good morning.
A man was driving slow, but there was a truck driver behind him. He was driving irate. That's the man, and he had the problem. All right, like for instance in America, right? Certain lane you could go below. But if you go in the fast lane and driving below the fast lane limit,
Yeah, like America
the
is for
police
sure.
just pull you out.
Yeah.
So what like the bus man was doing below the limit and he trying to go past, but the truck man was doing far over the limit and then upon the tail.
See, talking about the truck man after you talking about the bus man.
No, the truck man. Yeah, and the truck man driving to the station.
You scumbag. This beast.
Now he start driving slow in front of the truck man till he reach some station.
Okay.
All right.
Big up yourself. Thank you for the analysis. Oh. This is why no catching. This beers. What did not know it sound like you saying?
The truck, and we'll show you a video. I was driving behind a bus, and then I felt that the bus was driving a little too slow, and I needed to pass. And so when it was safe to do so, I attempted to do so, and then in the process of doing so, there's this truck that just came up under, and right up under me, and blowing and blowing and blowing and blowing. So I put on my hazard light, and I gradually brought my vehicle to a stop. Came out, asked the driver why he's driving like that, and so on. He carried on at a rate.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, mommy.
Yeah, for your feelings, he said that the truck.
I get it.
That the truck. Oh, you get it?
I get
it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there.
Yeah, mommy, yeah. I get it. I know see what's going on. So, all the time when we show the video, we was relating to the bus driver, thinking that it was the bus driver and he and the car driver had a problem. But basically, why the car slowed down and put on the hazard light is because of the manner that the truck driver was behaving. Oh.
Went back into my vehicle, called the police, told them about the manner in which he was driving. And then I told him I'm going to slow roll him to the station, which I did from the National Stadium to Providence Police Station. And, well, when I did that, the driver, he understood the assignment of the bus. And so we did that together. And the police intercepted the man. They tested him, no traces of alcohol in the system. But I saw people commenting about obstructing the flow of traffic and so on. You are not there. I was there. And the rate in which he was driving was unnecessary. The speed was unnecessary. He was driving in a manner dangerous to himself and the public, and I took a conscious decision to reduce his speed by slow rolling him. I believe that the action I took was necessary for the preservation of life and limb. So all those who are commenting all these negative things, and so please understand that I have no apologies for my actions. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. What I did was for a greater good, and I believe that I was able to preserve a life and a limb, or lives and limb, because at the rate that he was going at, people were in danger. In fact, when we got to the station, his colleague, another truck driver, even came up and said, man, they're running late, they get something for me, and they're running behind time. And if I could see with them, I said, that is the problem we have right there. You cannot leave late to arrive early. You're going to have problems. And that's why we're having accidents on the road. So some of you are commenting about obstructing the traffic and the truck man should have rammed into the car. And so y'all should have come and do it. Or when y'all have the opportunity, y'all should do it. Because y'all are commenting in a very ignorant manner. Some of you don't even have a vehicle. Some of you don't have a bicycle. You don't have an electric bike. You don't have nothing. You're using you don't even know to use the road. Some of you don't even understand the road codes. You understand? And so that's why we have the problems we're having. Road safety is everybody's business. And if I have to do that to 50 trucks to reduce the speed, I will do it. We all have to take the necessary action in order to preserve life and limb. And again, absolutely no apologies for slow rolling that driver to the police station. Maybe a life and limb was saved. Have a very blessed rest of the day.
The man got right to read this saying, you understand? Because it's now I catch it good. You know, all the time I'm making space, but there's so much things coming out every day that we gotta cover. Bye, I tell you, bye. Still got some crazy video for tonight.
Well, there's so much stuff coming out that we definitely gotta be banging and banging, and so I never really have to go through that properly for listen good. Cause all the time I thinking is he and the bus driver. Not knowing is the truck driver really. And here why? Remember now is because the truck driver was the one who videoing the two of them. So the truck driver make it look like if he's the innocent one. But instead is he's the man. Make the car driver put on his hazard light and the bus driver slow down also. You know what I mean? But indeed, them truck driver is the wildest. We know car drivers are wild in Guyana, but them truck driver, zero by. Some of them shouldn't even get no truck license for drive, I'm telling you. You said, man? Yeah? Okay. You say? Where talk, bro? It's foolishness, bro. It's full foolishness. I'm telling you guys. Big up everybody that tune in on the ones and threes. We take 2 calls and we get out here. So, hi, good morning.
Hi, morning. Good morning to everybody that calling. Good morning to everybody that listening. Good morning to baby. She's something like me, baby, too.
Yes, sweetie. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. I telling you, I get PTSD Tuesday, a little before 12 o'clock from the same thing. I don't give the man wrong from nothing what he do. I, to myself, saying, no people supposed to do though. Let we put the illa between we community people that experience that thing with family from the truck drivers them. Let all we do this. But just to try, the government gonna come out with something you're obstructing. They're gonna bring out a law to stop this nonsense. But I tell you, we there in we lane, a truck man there in he lane, and another man coming over from he lane into we lane. I want bully we have the road by. I tell you.
Wow.
I tell you, if I had me pew, the man that said when you got bail money, you could do what you want. If you don't got bail money, humble yourself.
Yes.
I tell you, me go back on the road since Tuesday to now. I frightened. This is how I feeling. The thing, I tell you, this man real nearly touched the mirror. You could imagine he bracing me between another car for pass me, G. So I imploring anybody in there, let me do this together.
Yes.
Let me do this together. I approve the message, G.
Straight up, my sis.
Real thing. Morning, everybody.
Thank you. Yes.
Lay it down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I tell you, it's an easy and me want meeting. You watch. In America, you see when I pass in them 18-wheeler, me heart is on going buru. Sometimes I just want to pass them my keys. I don't even like driving next to 18-wheeler. Since I'm driving in America. I tell you, I don't like drive next to them. And most of them, man, is dependent on imitation. Because most of the 18-wheelers, they have a limit where they could go speed. With the trucks, that's how the trucks set. They got a limit. 70, 60, whatever. If they reach to the limit, they can't go over. No matter how much them press gas. This is the only thing I love with them. But still, we see some of them is end up in accident. But I don't even like driving next to them. Much less. Don't do the lyric. Much less them big truck in Guyana. Them banner wild. Them banner wild. I telling you, fully wild. Wild. Now you with the car that just want to say run off the road. This is what these banner them is do you. I telling you, by me, I go back home. I telling you, it's serious with me, some drivers, by. I don't like, I mean taking stupidness. I mean driving you down, I collecting your license plate. And I gonna jog you again on the road. And when I jog you, you can take where you gotta get. This how me thing is go. Me don't speed, me don't fight it. I can take your license plate and I gonna wait for you. And when I jog you, I tell you about a special channel should be made available for better argue attention
Seekers. Okay. Them 18-wheeler don't buy a license to operate. GT, you buy a election plus a selection. Real thing. Them 18-wheeler is so. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Excite me. And come back to the people that were saying Guyana want to be like America, but still is not enforcing certain things like America does. It's crazy. Anyway, it's that time we got to pull the curtain. Like I tell you, we navigate from 3 hours. It's 2 hours now. So peace and love. Thanks everybody that definitely tune in. We're going to be back here tonight, 8:30 to 10:30. Definitely. So big up everybody that definitely dropped their donation. Once again, Lexi, thank you for being a sponsor of the show. Once again, Royalty, thank you for the $20 super chat donation. And I hope tonight we get some more donation. You know it goes already. It's Thursday. We're going to try to beat a little vibes and then we got to get into tonight. So definitely stay tuned, stay blessed, stay humble, stay safe until tonight. Your boy Fire Feelings, aka Mr. Let's Start the Things. Go in and drop or upload in a few minutes so you guys could occupy your time with watching that. Definitely head over to Fire Feeling Clips TV. Drop some comments over there. Let me know what's your thoughts on that video that we drop. You know how it goes already. Right? Remember to follow us on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know how it goes already. Yeah, Let's Start the Things. We're on TikTok. Search, find us, be a part. Peace and love. The OTs until next time. Yeah, baby.